Welcome back, everyone, to my continued coverage of the 2021 G1 Climax tournament. I'm your host, the natural Chris Black of the Saturday Night SlamCasters podcast, independent professional wrestler, and everybody's favorite narcissist. On today's show, continuing with tournament action, now it is the B Block's turn. It's the B Block's time to shine. But before I get into that, I want to remind you, if you have not listened to my preview and predictions show that covers the G1 Climax tournament, you should go back and take a listen to that. Yeah, I know we're 2 days into the tournament, but my predictions are still valid, and I'm going to stand by them. Not only do you get my predictions of who's going to win each block, who's going to win the overall tournament, but I also give you who I think is going to be the biggest losers, as well as all the matches that I am looking forward to. So definitely a good listen. So go on and make sure you check that out as well. But without further ado, let's get right into the action. In the opening match, we have Sho defeating New Lion Kosei Fujita. And you know, I really hope that this is not going to be a normal thing. We're just going to get Sho beating up on the Young Lions for the entire undercard of the tournament. I hope that they mix it up a bit more. I kind of missed last year when they had the Young Lion versus Young Lion matches, but I can kind of understand why they're not doing it this year, because it seems like there's a lot of new Young Lions. A lot of guys have only had, 4 or 5 pro matches, so they're not quite ready for that yet. But to mix it up with some of the veterans could be good, but I want more people than just Sho beating up on the Young Lions. Let's give some other people some time to shine. But this Kosei Fujita, he's a 19-year-old. Like I said, he's been in 4 pro matches. He starts out and makes the impulsive Young Lion mistake of charging Sho, which gets him beat down. Sho gets him against the barricade and starts chopping him along with the count, just like he did on night 1. He uses every dirty tactic that he used in the first match, like he tried to smother him with the leather latch cover. And man, this Young Lion, he's at a serious disadvantage with his limited move set. It's almost as if a white belt challenging a black belt sparring. You have no chance at winning with such a limited move set. His forearms don't even seem to phase Sho. And well, like the previous night, Sho just kind of toys with Fujita before finishing him with the snakebite submission. And as he leaves, he kind of starts eyeballing Oiwa, the Young Lion he faced the previous night. So, I'm pretty sure they're going to face each other again at some point during the tournament. But let's get into the first of the 5 matches of tournament action. We have Evil defeating Yoshi-Hashi in the very first match of the block. And spoiler, you should still go back and listen to my predictions, but I do have Evil as my pick to win the B block. And I'll leave you to check out the video to know my reasons behind that. Kevin Kelly, he's on commentary and he mentions that Evil could win the whole damn thing, and we all know how Kevin Kelly loves to spoil shit. Yoshi-Hashi, on the other hand, he's a tournament underdog. I like Evil, but I don't like all this outside interference that he's been doing as of late. Or should I say, it's from Dick Togo. Evil has won 3 matches to 0 against Yoshi, so he's kind of going in as a heavy favorite in this match. Yoshi starts to gain an advantage, but of course, there goes Dick inserting himself again, causing the distraction. You get all the Evil tropes during this match, removing the corner pad, shoving him into the timekeeper's table. Evil maintains control during most of this match. Yoshi is fighting from underneath. Yoshi, he still has that fire and explosiveness, which is why I like watching his matches. Evil, on the other hand, he's huffing around like he's been all blown up. You gotta get your cardio up, Evil. He throws him into the timekeeper's table again and then locks on the sharpshooter, trying to weaken him so he can get into the ring and win via countout. Yoshi, however, gets his second wind, and after kicking out of a Darkness Falls and avoiding an Everything is Evil, he gets Evil in a butterfly lock. Just when you think that Evil might be tapping out, Evil grabs the ref. Dick tries to run in, but he gets taken out by a super kick. Yoshi rallies a second win to finish off Evil, and he almost wins with a very close 2 count. Evil again is trying every dirty trick in the book, but Yoshi is doing a good job countering every single one of them. After avoiding another Everything is Evil, he rolls him up. Dick distracts the ref, receives a low blow from Evil, and then after the Everything is Evil, Evil wins and is awarded the 2 points. Evil puts on the House of Torture t-shirt. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead and shield that merch. So Evil advances with 2 more points. Yoshi-Hashi leaves with nothing. In the very second match, we have Jeff Cobb defeating Chase Owens. And come on now, Chase has no chance. He had absolutely no chance to win this match. But then again, I thought the same about Yujiro, and we saw what happened on night 1. Chase is really playing up the whole chicken shit heel role. He knows he can't match Cobb in strength, who delivers an over-the-head belly-to-belly on the outside onto Chase, which just looked nasty. I mean, fuck, dude, throw in the towel. Cobb is just having his way with Chase Owens. I would love to see Cobb in the finals. I think Shingo versus Cobb could be a great match for the finals of the tournament. But Cobb's not my pick. Sorry. Cobb mocks the Chase shooting pose. I bet he wishes he had Dick Togo to help him out in this match. Chase Owens out there looking kind of lonely. Chase's offense have been downright pathetic against Cobb, but he's finally able to get the big man down. The commentator says that Chase Owens stated that he wants to win in the ring with no cheating. Shit. Good luck with that. I guess we might get a face turn? I don't know. It doesn't take long before Cobb snatches control from Chase, and Chase actually shows some heart against a much tougher opponent. So again, I'm wondering if we're going to get an Owens face turn pretty soon. He's able to avoid one tour of the island attempt in one last ditch effort to win before getting caught a second time, and this time there was no escape and he falls victim. Cobb gets the win and leaves with 2 points. Chase has to face Tamatanga, a fellow Bullet Club member, on night 4 at the very next B block. So Chase got another very tough match ahead of him. He's already 0 points in, so we'll see how the rest of the tournament goes for him. In the third match of the tournament, we have SANADA defeating Tamatanga. Speaking of the Tongan, SANADA is such a great worker, but damn it, he just does not win the big match opportunities that he should. Tama goes and shakes his head, but snatches him into the headlock, going into a very fast-paced exchange at the crowd's delight. Tama even takes his shirt off, so you know he's not going to play around tonight. He attempts another handshake, but SANADA was not falling for that shit. So he switches it up, and Tamatanga climbs on top of the ropes, gets the crowd going. He invites SANADA to do the same, but when he jumps on the rope, he gets jumped from behind by Tama. Tama takes control of the match, taking liberties with SANADA on the outside, trying to inflict as much damage as possible in order to win via countout. Tama is just being a little too cocky for me. Probably not a good move against someone like SANADA. SANADA is able to mount some offense, but this match is slowly losing my interest. I like SANADA. I like Tamatanga. I'm just not that into this match. He puts Tama in the Paradise Lock, which for some odd reason, I'm thinking I need to start incorporating it in my matches. So, sorry brother, I might have to steal that. One of SANADA's problems, I believe, is that most of his finishing maneuvers are just very anticlimactic. The whole skull end, moonsault. I mean, I dig the rest of his moveset, but just very anticlimactic finishers. As we hit the 15-minute mark, SANADA hits a TKO, and I'm ready for them to just take it home. And I'm not just saying that because the match is bad. The match has been pretty good, but it's Sonata's attempts to use the skull end just doesn't do it for me. I think that finisher would probably suit a heel better. So, but to my shock and surprise, Sonata gets the quick victory with a bridging roll-up, which added a shock factor, so it wasn't as boring as the skull end moonsault combo. So, hey, Sonata picks up 2 points. In the fourth match, we have Taichi defeating Hirooki Goto. My God, this was my favorite match of the evening. Taichi's entrance. Oh, you got that fine Miho Abe with him. It's a very aggressive start with Goto snatching the belt and looking like he was going to hit him with it. Like, oh, Goto, what did Taichi pissing your Cheerios? What's all the animosity about? The fight spills to the outside and Goto chokes Taichi with cable cords like he's taking a page out of Taichi's book, which is very uncharacteristic of Goto. So again, I ask, what the fuck got into him? But once he gets the opportunity, Taichi gets some payback, choking and dragging Goto with them same cable wires. You know, there must be some bad blood between these two. I'm hearing on commentary that they're saying that these two have history. So staying on the throat, putting his foot on the throat, they start switching the strikes. Taichi is one of my favorite strikers, if you didn't already know. And Kevin Kelly calls his choke the Greco-Roman throat hold. So there's a spot where Taichi Taichi's choking Goto and Goto is choking Taichi, and Kevin Kelly is saying, hey, well, Taichi has the Greco-Roman throat hold, and Goto, he's just using the illegal choke. So I guess that's the joke. It's the very same, fucking same move, but they gave Taichi's move a more official name, the Greco-Roman throat hold. Anyway, Goto is trying his best to stay on top of Taichi, not giving him any openings, but Taichi's strikes are the difference maker. I'm loving the back and forth fighting in this match. It seems like these two are in a hell of a battle. Goto caught a vicious kick in the corner, but he was able to follow it up with a Ushigoroshi, and both men are now down. But once they got to their feet, they began to exchange strikes. Now this is a match. My boy Taichi is putting in that work. I think there was a bit of miscommunication with the clothesline spot, but then they quickly corrected it and was able to recover. I think, unless you have an eye for that kind of thing, you probably would have even missed it. After putting Goto down, he snatches the pants off, so you know it's over with now. So Goto gets a surprising, I believe the move is called a Shodenkai. Basically, it's a suplex into a rock bottom, and Goto hasn't pulled this move out in a long time. It's a very beautiful move. If you follow me on Twitter, I retweeted it. That move was, it was the shit. I believe Matt Morgan used to use that move, and I liked it back then. Anyway, back to the match. They are both not giving each other a second to recover. Just when you think one is down, the other fires back up. They are seriously jockeying for position, as if whoever is able to hit their finisher first will get the victory. And it's Taichi who finally rocks Goto long enough to deliver the Black Mephisto for the win. Again, this is a fucking awesome match. These two brothers went to war. Taichi refuses the hand raise and does a sumo victory pose and bow instead. You know, I think Taichi is slowly becoming more of a fan favorite. And in our main event, we have Kazuchiko Okada defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi. Man, these are some long-time rivals. They met in the main event where they put on a clinic. It's been 806 days since their last one-on-one encounter. It's a little over 2 years. You know, this match, it started out a bit slow for me. You know, face versus face matches with Tanahashi often start this way. You get some classic chain wrestling, each guy trying to outmaneuver each other. You know, a classic match for a classic rivalry. I'm digging it so far. They were executing some basic wrestling spots, but they performed them flawlessly while avoiding each other's big moves. This match is very well paced. After a very slow start, they begin to pick things up, with both men becoming more and more physical. Tanahashi begins his attack on Okada's legs, you know, throwing in them dragon leg screws, which is like his bread and butter. Okada slows him down with a hard DDT on the floor. As we reach the 15-minute mark, we're now at the point where they're trying to inflict as much damage as possible on the other guy in order to set them up for their finish. Tanahashi is going for broke and nails a top rope crossbody to Okada on the outside. This put Tanahashi in control with a little less than 10 minutes to go. Okada rolls through yet another crossbody and transitions into the money clip. With only minutes to spare, both men are on the attack. Okada keeps attempting to hit Tanahashi with the Rainmaker, who's avoiding it. Tana goes for a high fly flow, but Okada gets his knees up, nails one Rainmaker, maintains wrist control, nails a second, gets ready to wind up for a third, but Tana reverses it into an inside cradle. Now we've gotten the 2-minute warning. Both men are now desperate to finish the other one off. They fight to the bitter end as Okada finally finished Tanahashi with the Rainmaker with less than 30 seconds to go. My God. Ooh, I really thought this match was probably going to go to a time limit draw, but they didn't do that. Okada got that victory. He got the 2 points. I will admit, I didn't really want to see this match. Again, because face versus face matches with Tanahashi, they're normally not that exciting, but my boy Okada, I knew he wasn't going to disappoint me, and this match was wonderful. It was a great match. If I was going to choose match of the night, however, it goes to Taichi and Hirooki Goto just because they match a little more exciting. It was a lot more physical. Nothing against Okada and Tanahashi. They put on a great match, but Taichi versus Goto was a little bit more of what I'm looking for in a wrestling match. But that's going to do it for today. I'll be continuing my coverage when I go on to night 3, where we're back with A Block action. If you're interested in following me on social media, be sure to check the links out in my description. I have links that will connect you to my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. And let's not forget about the Saturday Night SlamCasters podcast. Links are in the description. That'll take you to our podcasting page, Facebook group, and guess what? We also have a YouTube channel. Be sure to check out all of my links, as well as hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying my reviews. Remember, I'm going to be reviewing each and every night of this tournament. My goal by the end of the tournament is I want to reach 100 subs. The only way I'm going to get there is if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So won't you go ahead and take a second to do that right now. In the meantime, I want to thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Come get slammed.